Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the A to Z Sports Game Day Live halftime show. Jesse, Holley, Skywalker Steel. Cowboys lead 13-7 after a drive to get it down there to about the 10 and then to get a holding penalty to back them up. But nonetheless, a tightly contested game here. A little bit of back and forth, defensive game kind of so far. But so far so good for the Dallas Cowboys. They have the 6-point lead. Still not super comfortable. We talked about that, right? But weathered the storm early, and here we are at 13-7, Jesse, Holley. And you want to give your quick thoughts, and then we'll look at some of the stats here?
Well, yeah, I think, I know that I'm probably nitpicking here. And we talked about, you talked about in the pregame show, you just said, I'm not even giving you a score. Yeah. I just want a dub.
Just want a dub, yeah.
But should it be this hard? Should it be this hard? Like, honestly, this is still a ball game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, this is a ball game. And, Taysom Hill has been playing decent.
Yeah, can I eat a little bit of crow on that in the sense of I didn't think they would, and I said this on Twitter, I didn't think they would come out here and sling it with Taysom Hill, but he has 21 attempts in the first half.
Right.
I said, if he goes 25 in the game, I'd eat crow. I got to eat crow already. He's going to have 40 attempts at this point. So what I'm looking at is if he's going to throw the ball like this, then just put Mike on the line of scrimmage and have him and 90 go get him. But nonetheless, I'll have my halftime crow on Taysom Hill. He's throwing the ball willy-nilly.
Yeah, but for me, it's a little bit unsettling because you're still giving this team confidence.
Sure.
Like, they're going in the locker room and they're excited. The New Orleans Saints,
I mean, they're not down. I know that for a fact. They're not down on themselves.
No, they're going in there and say, listen, guys, we are down our starting quarterback, our starting receiver, running back, lineman, DN. No, we're down 6 points at home. Like, that says a lot. And we always talk about you don't want to give teams confidence that they don't deserve.
Sure.
And the Cowboys are giving this New Orleans Saints team confidence that they don't deserve. We knew that Sean Payton was going to come up with a game plan. He's a tremendous play caller. He knows when to call them, how to call them. But for this just to be a 6-point game at halftime, and it's been close, that's a little bit unsettling to me.
You talked about Sean Payton's play calling. I think he's dialed it up a few calls at the perfect time to catch Dan Quinn. And it's been mostly in man coverage, and it seems like we're not going to go away from what we do. We are a man team, and I think teams notice that. We talked about Sean Payton's not a stupid coach.
No.
He sees what's out there, and he caught Dallas, I want to say 3 times. The one I thought was an illegal pick, but they got it first down. The other was a touchdown where they caught Anthony Brown in the mud, touchdown. And the other one was we blitzed, and they got the tight end on the tight end screen.
Yep.
So he's dialing them up at the perfect times. So I'm wondering if we finally see a little bit of that halftime adjustment magic that we saw in the first 6, 7, 8 games of the season that we haven't really been seeing over the last 4 or 5 weeks. But if they can come out and adjust at halftime to combat what Sean Payton is doing to them offensively, it's not anything crazy.
Right.
Really,
no.
It's just catching you in man coverage and calling the right plays. So, but can I flip it on the other side?
Yes, sir.
Because one of the things I'm frustrated with is Kellen Moore's lack of I don't even want to call it creativity. Just I don't really know what the word is anymore with Kellen Moore in this run game.
Yeah.
He gets very Scott Linehan-ish, Jason Garrett-ish on the road. And I've been talking to our guy over here, James Ronald, and I've been saying this reminds me of a Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, and I don't understand why we're just continuing to run up the A-gaps all freaking game. I'm not following it, Jesse. This is a good run defense, and we're just running into the teeth of it.
And not only are we running dead smack into the teeth of it, we're running it into the teeth of it with a guy who is clearly hurt.
I mean, he's literally limping.
Literally limping on the field, and we just keep saying, nope, line him up again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. It's almost like just banging your head into the wall, and they just refuse to do anything else. And that's the frustrating part.
Yes.
I don't know. Kellen Moore he's
sour. I'm soured. It's a sour taste I have him. You give him credit when he was really calling good. This isn't you're just saying Kellen. No, he was really dialing it up the first 6 or 7 or 8 weeks, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Lately, I don't I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's glitched, his brain froze, but the running game has become so stale. And I get it, right? That your offensive line isn't 2016. Well, if it's in 2016, stop running like it is 2016. Right. Get creative. And that's really the most frustrating thing I have coming out of the first half is with Kellen Moore's running scheme or whatever you want to call it. I feel like right now they're just saying, all right, we're going to run the ball just to not throw it.
Right.
If that makes sense, right? When throwing is what really has you moving the rock right now. So if that's what it is, then continue to lean on it because I don't think he's going to up and get creative in the second half.
And even in your throwing, everything doesn't have to be a 5-7 step drop.
No.
Right? Quick steps. Get it out quick. Boom. When you get the ball to Omari, when you get the ball to CeeDee Lamb on those slants,
good things happen.
Good things happen. They're able to make guys miss and get yak. But when you start doing these 5 and 7 step drops, now all of a sudden pressure is getting to Dak. Throws, sometimes a little bit, off.
Yeah.
He's running for his life sometimes. You don't always have to do it seems like it's either run into the A gap, 7-step drop. like those are the two things he wants to do. And it's like, hey, there's so much more in between there.
Excellent observation.
That you can not only is so much in between it, you got the guys who can take everything in between the running in the A-gap, 7-step drop, and actually make it do what it do.
I mean, and I understand Dak can make all the throws, and he's made some great dot throws, but would you say to start this thing, it doesn't have to be that difficult.
Doesn't have to be that difficult.
And I watch the Bills tape, and I see them methodically move the ball downfield. I see them they didn't run successfully, really, but they were efficient at points in the game. There hasn't been a carry, and they considered that CeeDee Lamb pass backwards. They considered that a run.
Yep.
But there hasn't been a successful rushing attempt by a running back today. And mostly because of two things. You elect to run up the middle with Ezekiel Elliott, and then you elect to run up the middle with Tony Pollard. What did we talk about Tony Pollard being good at? Getting out to the edges, right? Yep. Maybe creating a lane or crease and letting him hit it. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it's frustrating.
And if you take away the CeeDee Lamb 33-yard run, you're talking about...
I ain't even counting that thing.
Right, 9 attempts for 18 yards. That's it. What you have in the running game.
And, Jesse, this ain't new. He was the offensive coordinator the last time they were in the Superdome when Ezekiel Elliott averaged 1.9 yards per carry, and he had 2 good knees.
Yeah.
Now he got a knee like me, and he's a little bit older, and a couple hundred more carries, and we're still doing the same things. Yeah. It's just, get out of this game with a dub. But Kellen, we got to have a family meeting, bro.
Ooh.
Got to have a family meeting.
Okay.
No,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Sit Kellen down and be like, listen, bud, you need to go back and watch that film earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Reinvent yourself. Get back to who you were then, because you shouldn't be up 6 points to the New. Like, this team is not.
The only thing this team we have, and you said it all week on your shows, is they're going to try to beat you defensively.
Yeah.
Like, you knew that the defense wasn't going to be – you're not going to score a touchdown every possession with these guys, right? But if you can just get out double-digitly, I said it, we were joking, if you get a 10-point lead on this squad and make Hill have to beat you, I think you feel good about yourselves. But defensively, kind of hit and miss.
Right.
They're getting pressure on Taysom Hill. But when they elect to go man coverage, I think they're just getting bit by a perfect play call. But defensively, some standouts. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's coming back so far, and he's playing well, playing more than I expected. Couple pressures. I thought he had a tackle for loss, but apparently not. Jaron Kearse, wonderful interception. Beautiful play. He's continued to show you that he's the best safety on the team right now.
Yep.
He's playing the best safety. And then Micah Parsons is just man, again, I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah, it's just Micah Parsons.
It's Micah Parsons.
That's it.
Just say his name. You put him at middle linebacker, he erases the run game. You put him at you know what he's doing that I'm actually loving? This is the growth in Micah Parsons. He could just straight up rush Taysom Hill when he's spying him. But he's not. He's sugaring the gaps, and he's floating around, then he's closing in, and that closing speed is impressive, and he's getting Taysom Hill off his spot. But what we're noticing is if he's not rushing and Tank's not on the field, we're not getting any pressure.
Right.
So they're going to have to make a decision. I think Dan Quinn's going to have to make an adjustment at halftime and pick his spots right, because right now I think Sean Payton is getting the best of him in regards to the picking and choosing in the spots. And if it wasn't for the interception, we could be looking at a different first half.
No, you're because they were driving down the field, in that particular play. That if nothing else, they probably would have gotten a field goal out of it,
at
maybe
the very least, yeah.
at the very least, and that would have made it a 10-10 game. Because you take 3 off the board and give them 3, you're talking about now it's 10-10 at halftime. So
yeah, it's a pretty even game. 6 drives each team. Cowboys have 221 yards. The Saints have 179. Cowboys run 35 plays. Saints run 32. Right now, this game no one is doing well on third down. 2 for 6 for Dallas, 3 for 7 for New Orleans. But like you said, if I'm New Orleans, I'm like, yo, we in this thing. Go out here and get a stop. Let's go.
If I am New Orleans, I am extremely happy of where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying, listen, guys, we are great. We are within a puncher's chance of beating the Dallas Cowboys. We thought coming into this game that we know what they were. They got their horses back. The linemen was back. The receivers were back. All these guys were back. And it could have got ugly early. And they're saying, we're down 6.
Down 6.
Like, that's a win.
And you know he's probably in there saying, we're going to come out here and try to get the ball. Onside kick. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Right.
But we talked about expecting things. He hasn't done it yet.
Right.
He hasn't done. Instead of him doing it, Kellen Moore does a flea flip. That's. I don't want to flip it back, but it just bugs me. Dak Prescott throws a great pass, gets a first down, then we go handoff for 1 yard, flea flicker on second down, and it killed the drive.
Yeah.
I just don't. Anyway, expect the unexpected with Sean Payton in the second half. The game is still a possibility to win.
No, it is, and that's if there's one, I don't fear Taysom Hill. I don't fear a lot of guys on this team. That's Sean Payton, though.
Yeah.
That's the one. Like, he's a genius. He's a genius, and he knows how to get his troops ready, and he just knows how to pick and choose his spots, and he's been doing that really well tonight.
Yeah, someone said we're winning with talent, not coaching. Kind of feels that way.
Yep.
Kind of feels that way. Dak and CD and Lamb and the receiver, all those guys are just making plays.
Right.
Nothing is easy. It's coaching.
Speaking of,
when you scheme them open.
Can I interject an apology?
On.
I was making some. Michael Gallup's good. I gotta apologize. Let me apologize.
Walk him.
Michael Gallup's good, and I know I was saying Cedric Wilson. No, Michael Gallup's different.
He's different.
He's different. Like, he does different things that So I apologize. I was wrong. Said you're a good guy. You do a lot of things for this team, but
I think
you ain't Michael Gallup.
But here's what I think we're seeing. We saw the difference of not having Amari Cooper and CD Lamb. They help everybody. But here we go. About to hit the kickoff. Cowboys get the ball 13-7. Let's see if they can finish this thing. I just want to make sure they didn't kick an offside.
Yeah.
See y'all.